All right, we got the lights up. That means we're going to be checking out my hair in more detail, which is just as much fun as it sounds, let me tell you. But we are 6 months into my hair restoration journey, trying some different techniques and therapies to help try to get some hair back. I've been growing my beard for the past 8 years. That kind of became my thing, my beard, my self-care thing I put into my beard. Didn't really do a whole lot with my hair because at that time, it's been 15, 20 years, my hair has been receding here. Didn't have a whole lot left, so I kept it really, really short. And then through here in the middle especially, it got really sparse, so it started to look like a comb over. And then in the crown, this is what really got me, is I didn't realize my crown had gotten so sparse in some pictures, and I decided it's either gonna shave it all off and start doing head shaving videos for you guys, or we're gonna try some to get it back a little bit. And I started watching like hair transplant videos and all these different things about different drugs and therapies you can do to try to get some hair back. So that's what I've been doing. So I tell you what, let's just talk about where I started quickly, and then I'll talk about the pictures. We'll break them down, and then we'll talk about all the different things I've tried since then. So I started this back in March. I started with the Hims. This is a 2-in-1 spray. It is 0.3% finasteride and 6% minoxidil. The finasteride is a DHT blocker, and that's supposed to allow you to get to, first of all, to stop from losing more hair because they're DHT sensitive, and then also you could get some back. Hair becomes miniaturized over its different life cycles, so if it's going to start to come back in the opposite order, this is going to be a long-term process. So you've got to kind of commit to this for the rest of your life, if you will. So that can be expensive and time-consuming and just aggravating. So a lot of guys don't want to go down through that route. Minoxidil helps with like blood flow, but also helps to regrow hair in some spaces. So I tried that for a few months. I did a 3-month video. Things were working very well. Let my hair grow out, and here is where I'm at currently. So here was the before, and here is where I'm at now. And like I said, about half of that is from my hair being longer. But the big takeaway for me is I have more hair there to work with than I thought, especially if I'm putting more effort into my styling. I started using lots of different hair care products, the pomades and the paste and the fibers and all that kind of stuff. So I decided, or what's became my favorite is this matte paste, which has got a drier look to it. And this is by the Bearded Mac. I am an affiliate for that company. They make awesome beard products I've been using for years, but they now make small batch pomade and matte paste, which is I love. By the way, I don't have anything in right now. So I've got all of this volume and body and that kind of stuff naturally. So nothing, and I haven't used a hair dryer or anything like that. So this is all natural, if you will. Been just kind of rocking it all day. It gets messed up. It's windy outside, hurricanes coming through. Just kind of fixed it here before we did the video, but didn't put any products in it. So I'll just give you a spin around here for you can check it out. So it's definitely coming in and not as noticeable. And actually, when I do use some matte paste and some a hair dryer to kind of tease it out a little bit, it'll be less of a flat spot there. So it actually can start to look more natural shaped. So there's just enough there to be able to do that, which is great. By the way, it is, like I said, partly a comb over. If I start messing around with it, you can start to see some of the less dense areas kind of shine through, but it is what it is. It's kind of where I'm at right now. I did stop using over the past month the Hims spray, and then I went, and one reason is because we got a new puppy, and the finasteride in the topical is not good for your small animals, your cats and your puppies and that kind of stuff. So I went to get a prescription now for the finasteride part of that. And this is 1 milligram per day. I went ahead and got a year's worth because I'm cheap. I tried to get stuff as cheap per unit price as I can. And then I'm taking the minoxidil, but that is now in the topical format just by itself. And it's a dropper. You just put it on. I've been putting it on in the morning and at night. It's a little bit aggravating because you kind of have to be strategic about when you want to do that because it's kind of messy on your hair. So I might switch to, they have a pill version of the minoxidil as well. Haven't switched to that yet. I might when I finish my bottles up on the topical, and just to see it's supposed to work even better. All right. The front of my hair has not changed a lot as far as my hairline. I do have a lot of hairs that are about an inch, and then also some that are like the vellus, which are not actually colored. They're kind of the white vellus hairs. I thought about dyeing my hair just to see what it would do, but that's the bad thing about these therapies. Most of them will not fix back your hairline, at least not completely, especially one for me that's been gone for so many years. If I had plenty of extra money, I would get a hair transplant there just to reestablish the line. It's pretty cool, some of the stuff they're doing with that, but not going to do that anytime soon. Let's see, what else have I tried? So I kind of threw the kitchen sink at it. I tried the laser light therapy. I got one of these helmets. I use it for 20 minutes, about 5 times a week. I use that. A little bit aggravating. I don't know how much that does. It says the lighter your complexion, the better it's supposed to work, and I'm about as white as they come. So I'm going to keep trying that. Those are the other things, like you get your medications, the main stuff, and then you have all these other things that are supposed to be blood flow stimulators, or like DHT blockers, or other things like you massage it and you get your blood flow going and all that stuff. I haven't done all of that. The cheapest thing is this Derma stamp that I got, but it's also the most painful. You can dial up how long the needles are on that, and you go and stamp your head. So I played around with that a lot. I'm now doing it like once every 2 weeks at like 0.75 millimeters around the front of my hair there, the hairline and stuff, where it's really, really thin. And then in the back where it's a little bit thicker, I go up to the 1 millimeter on that. That's no fun. I did it too much one time, and I had some blood spots all over my head. But yes, you get blood flowing, and you also get that immune response. So you're getting those growth factors and stuff that come back to it. You don't want to overdo that, because you'll scar your head and you'll kind of undo the progress that you had. So been trying that, tried the laser light therapy. We talked about all of that. And then you have some other kind of supplemental things. So you've got your shampoo and conditioner. So I've got a thickening shampoo and a thickening conditioner by Feel Confident. By the way, I got links for all the stuff down at the bottom. Some of them are affiliates, some of them are not. They're Amazon affiliates and other things there you guys can check out. But I pay for all this stuff myself, except for the matte paste. They sent that over for me to try. So the shampoo and conditioner has saw palmetto and pumpkin seed oil, which are supposed to be natural DHT blockers. All right, and then it's got curcumin and caffeine in it, and that's supposed to help with the blood flow on that. All right, some of my other supplements, you guys have heard me talk about the biotin and the collagen before for my beard. Had a really good experience with that. So it's 10,000 milligrams of biotin. You don't need to use that every day the rest of your life. So I kind of used it for a couple months, and now I'm using it like every other day, every third day. Basically, you want to make sure you're up to date on all those vitamins and anything that helps with the hair growing process, keeps your skin hydrated and in the best shape it can to produce the hair follicles and keep all that stuff as good as you can. And my Centrum one a day for 50 plus. Now I'm not quite 50 yet, but I'm really, really close. Ugh. Be there in 2 years. Anyway, I think that's everything that I'm doing currently. So it's fun. Just like the one went down the rabbit hole of beard care. I'm doing the same thing with hair care, watching a lot of different hair cutting videos from the Regal Gentleman. And I'll put a link below so you can check it out. They do a whole series of guys come in that have thinning hair, and the guy who works that does the hair stylist and the barber, he's excellent about having great conversations. You learn a lot. And then also Dr. Gary Linkoff is the one I saw on YouTube that does a lot of the hair transplant videos. Very, very intelligent, fun to watch those videos. So check them out in the comments. Let me know if you've ever thought about or tried any of this stuff for your head hair, and if you found anything that works. And I will keep updating, because as I said, the finasteride there, if it's lessening the DHT, it may come back in cycles, and your hair cycle can last like 2 to 3 years before it will fall out naturally and then come back, and hopefully it comes back a little bit longer the next time. I'll also do some more other videos where, if you're interested, I'll show you how I style my hair, how I fix it. I'll do some different breakdowns of some of these hair products that I use just for the fun of it. And as always, guys, appreciate you watching. We'll see you soon for another video.